No, nope. It's like really broken. Yeah, I know, right? Doesn't that just what's your problem? Except it's a different piece of software than I thought would be the problem. Try it again. Nope. That's cool. And by cool, I mean not cool. Don't you love when you test something out and it works, and then you try it again and it doesn't? Isn't that just your favorite, Nathan?
Yes.
Don't you lie to me.
It's absolutely my favorite thing in the world.
I know, right? What's great is that people are just watching black screen with me talking right now. It's awesome. Yeah, that's totally what's happening right now. Oh, I know, it's the best. All right. I got it. It works now. Cool. All right, I'm gonna actually play the intro now. Cool. Hello, everybody, and welcome to iReadit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Monday, May 21st, 2018. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I am Igor Beaver.
Please remember, everybody, you can help support this show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet, clicking on the merchandise link in the description below, wherever you're watching or listening to this at. We do go live Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Alaska time on Facebook and YouTube. And if you have anything that you would like us to talk about, please send it to our subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/iRedditcast, or via email to iReddit@mjolnir.media. And what was your name again?
Igor Beaver.
Igor Beaver. Okay, sure, I got it. Thanks to Jennifer in the background. Otherwise, I would not have gotten it.
Wow. You know, I didn't realize that that I was talking to a black hole.
Me?
Yeah, you're dense as fuck.
I didn't get that either.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, man, I walked right into that one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I will say that the term eager beaver, I don't believe I have heard many times at all before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Weird. My grandpa used to use that shit all the time, actually.
I've heard the term bright and squirrely.
Okay. I could see that.
But not eager beaver.
Yeah. It's fairly common among older gents.
Sure. Are you an older gent?
I can be.
You were named by an older gent, apparently, if your name is Igor Beaver.
Wow. No, I'm Russian.
Oh, okay.
Привет.
I don't think Beaver is a common Russian surname.
You would be surprised.
Would I?
Actually, let me look up the Russian word for beaver.
Okay. I feel like this is translated into a not safe for work
I feel
podcast.
like... I do know that one. Bober.
Bober?
Igor Bober.
Right. So does that mean that your first name translates to the word eager?
No, it translates to Igor.
What is
that's a name.
Yeah, but if Bulbor means beaver and that's your last name, your first name has to translate.
The name Igor is a Russian baby name. In Russian, the meaning of the name Igor is warrior of peace.
Oh.
Ing's
Wait,
warrior.
hang on. Russia has a name that means warrior of peace?
Yeah. Haven't you ever read War and Peace?
No.
That's like half of War and Peace.
Just Igor?
Well, pretty much. Well, okay, so I actually haven't read War and Peace. I've read a synopsis of it because that book is fucking huge. Anyways, Ing's warrior. Ing was the Norse god of peace and fertility. From the Scandinavian name Ingjar. Also famous bearer is the Russian composer Igor Stravinsky. Any of you know who that is?
I have heard that name.
It's pretty good. Or you can just say Igor from Frankenstein.
Yes, and that was the other place that I know it
It's
from.
pronounced Igor.
So, but all right, Mr. Beaver. Do you want to talk about some news?
Sure.
Man, God, calling you Mr. Beaver makes it sound like you're some like horny 8th grade science teacher.
So much better than Mr. Wood.
No, Mr. Wood's better.
Is it?
Yes.
I feel like both of them would be ample opportunities for children to be making fun of me.
Yeah, but I just think Wood's better. Anyway, New York City Mayor de Blasio tells police to end arrests for marijuana smoking.
This is submitted by Hinderhead to our news.
So they're already working on decriminalizing it. New York's just going right ahead.
I want to say it's mostly West Coast states that have decriminalized and legalized it. Well, I want to say it's only like Maine so far.
They are working on it. I mean, there's actually a lot of policy changes that need to go into effect. But what they want instead, it's still going to be illegal to consume marijuana in public. But
of course, I mean, it's illegal to consume marijuana in public here.
Yeah. The idea is right now, if you are caught consuming marijuana in public, you are arrested. And the mayor is like, that's a waste of everybody's time.
So far, the states that have decriminalized it, not legalized it, but decriminalized it, so Alaska, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Mind you, some of these places, voters in each of the jurisdictions have subsequently approved the legislation legalizing the adult use and personal cultivation of cannabis, with Vermont being the most recent, taking effect July 1st. But there are also states that still classify possession as offenses as criminal misdemeanors, but the offenses do not carry any threat of jail time.
And that is the same as what is going to be happening in New York City. If you are caught in public, if you're caught in public with marijuana, you are going to be issued a summons to appear and pay a fine and say bad, and then you just move on with your life.
I mean, that's cool. There's a point that I like where someone was like, "Hey, we should all just let all of the people who got caught for smoking pot out of jail."
Sure. And, isn't Washington working on doing that?
What?
I think isn't Washington State working on doing that?
Yeah, but the counterpoint is they still did something illegal while it was illegal.
Right.
So they shouldn't be put in jail. I'm in the group saying, "Hey, you should let them out of jail. Just don't take it off of their record." I feel like that's fair.
I don't know. I think that entire conversation, in fact, the entire marijuana conversation is a very interesting one depending on how you want to swing it, because it used to be legal, and then pharmaceutical companies were the ones that pushed the lobbyist bills to
made it illegal, and now it's slowly becoming legal again.
So, I mean, the whole situation is very awkward and strange when you actually get the full details of how it came to be. So...
Isn't it, like, very, very loosely because of Mexicans?
I couldn't tell you right offhand on that.
I want to say it's very loosely because of Mexicans.
Maybe.
Because Mexican banditos would come over and they would be, having their marijuana cigarettes and everything, and people were like, "Hey, look, those guys are acting all wild because of those marijuana cigarettes." At least that was one of the pushed propagandas against it.
So wild.
4.
Yeah, don't be like those Mexicans.
Yeah. Trump slammed Clinton for taking Saudi money, while Trump Jr. went to Saudi prince for help beating Clinton.
No one I can't even do it, but no one saw that coming, but saw D coming. Submitted by Truth Rampage Sharp Politics. Blah. When puns make you, twist your own tongue.
So, instead of a tongue twister, it's a pun twister?
I suppose so.
I just got from behind me at that terrible joke.
Yeah, if you could call it a joke.
Damn, Nathan. Fine. Whatever. Anyway, the New York Times recently released information that there was a second meeting at Trump Tower while the Trump campaign was active. Again, this was not Donald Trump himself, but Donald Trump Jr. And the people involved are interesting. So
who's involved?
Instead of a Russian lawyer and a bunch of random people, the three parties that were present was a social media expert that works for the country of Israel,
Okay.
an emissary that represented 2 Saudi Arabian princes,
Okay.
and one of the founders of Blackwater, which is a private military organization.
Oh, wasn't that that was that thing that one lady was a head of, right? The one who's now in control of the CIA or some shit?
Oh, I'm not certain on that one. I could not tell you one way or another. But those are the people that they were talking to.
Okay.
Now, they also know that we also have information that, well, information has been released. We don't have it. We're not that special, and we don't have the time nor the resources to get information ourselves. We'll just steal it off the internet. Because re-reporting reported information is a very real thing in the world. Anywho. So they do know that the emissary that represented the Saudi Arabian princes did offer to help them win the election. We don't know much beyond that at this point in time or what conversations were had, but we do know that this second meeting did occur.
All right. So 2 meetings occurred.
Yes. The one with the Russian lawyer and then this one.
But it's not collusion.
Well, I mean, was Donald Trump Jr. actually on the campaign team? I don't know. Because he might not have been.
But that doesn't mean he's not helping the campaign team, even if he's not on it.
Well, okay, so locally, here in Alaska, there are groups that are called independent expenditure groups, okay? And what they are is, for instance, like, let's say you're running for governor, Nathan, and somebody creates Alaskans for Nathan Wood, right? Mm-hmm. You don't know who they are. You don't know their name. You've never heard of them. There's just these people that you've not spoken to that they like you a lot. They are completely separate from your campaign.
Okay.
They are allowed to accept as much money from anywhere, any source, with a very limited exception. But, like, if BP wanted to hand them $1 million to help you get elected, BP could. And they could use that $1 million to buy ads, whatever, anywhere they wanted, as long as they don't talk to you. Which, in that case, it wouldn't be a problem.
I see. So they're using loopholes and workarounds.
Yeah. And super PACs function much the same way.
It's not collusion. It's a workaround, guys.
It's a loophole. Loopholes aren't against the rules.
Well, I'll let you know.
Now, I don't know if that's the case.
They are loopholes. That doesn't make you any less of a dickbag.
No, and like I said, I don't know if that's the case here, but there is the potential that is what is keeping them safe.
That really needs to be changed, I'll tell you that.
Go run for office, get elected, and put forth the legislation to change it.
Yeah, I'm going to pass on that because I'm trying to do things that'll make me happy, and that definitely won't make me happy.
Very well. 3. $90 million worth of liquid meth found in a semi-truck fuel tank in North Carolina.
Oh, fuck. That was submitted by Routing Packets to our news.
So most semi-trucks have multiple fuel tanks on them, and investigators seized the semi-truck on Saturday that the driver's side fuel tank, the entire thing was filled with liquid methamphetamine.
Well, so did they get a vehicle that works off of methamphetamine?
No. It didn't actually connect to the fuel tank. It's literal crystal meth, but liquid meth instead, that they were smuggling by putting it in a fuel tank.
Okay.
The 2 men that were operating the vehicle have both been
So
charged.
did they have it in packets or something?
No, it was in the fuel tank.
It's just in the fuel tank.
But the fuel tank wasn't connected to the vehicle, so it was just a tank.
Oh, okay. See, I thought it was the one connected to the vehicle. I was about to get so much more confused.
No. The truck has multiple fuel tanks. One that was actually providing fuel to the vehicle. The other one that was just acting as a container.
I see.
The 2 men that were operating the vehicle have been charged with 3 counts of trafficking methamphetamine. There was a total of 120 gallons of meth in the tank.
Fuck. Sounds like a very fun weekend.
If you convert it into crystal meth, it's 454 kilograms, which would have a street value of around $91 million.
Oh my god. That is so much meth.
Yeah.
It's not even like the medical kind of meth. No, that's just meth.
Yep. They made that somewhere.
Don't be proud if you've made that, guys. That's fucked up.
They made 120 gallons, Nathan.
How do you make that much?
Practice?
Don't answer how much you or how you make that, because like that'll get us all in trouble.
Also, I couldn't even begin to tell you outside of like you need like Drano.
That makes one of us.
Damn it, Nathan. I hope you're joking.
Moving on.
And that's when Nathan's like, me too.
I hope I'm joking too.
Muslim man lynched to death in central India for slaughtering cow.
This is submitted by available wrongdoer to Our World News.
That sounds like a strangely appropriate name. Anyway, so in India, it is against the law. It is a severe offense to even harm a cow. They are sacred animals. Well,
In the Hindu culture.
yes. 80% of the country is Hindu. 14% of the country is also Muslim. And Muslims, they don't care as much about eating cows. And so, but the problem is it's still illegal to eat cows. But that, of course, something being illegal doesn't stop anybody. In which case, a group of local Indians saw that there was a couple people that looked like they didn't see them kill the cow, but they had pieces of cow.
Headphones aren't working. Give me a moment.
Okay. Are you okay? Can you hear me now? Nathan, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, where'd he go? Now I just got his goofy face. Hello, welcome back, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can see your picture.
I bet you can hear me, but I can't hear you.
I can see your picture and hear you, but you can't hear me.
You see my picture and hear me. I cannot hear you.
Your video is now gone.
Oh man, Skype is so good.
Skype is the best. I'm trying to tell him instructions. Move your headphones to
There we go.
different jack.
No, it's not that.
No? What was it?
No. The setting. Because I pulled on it on accident with my foot, it unplugged, and when it unplugged, it changed the settings.
Gross.
Because Skype sucks.
Anyway, so a group of men saw 2 other men carrying what looked to be pieces of cow. Without even investigating, they just went over and beat the living bejesus out of these 2 dudes. One of them immediately died. Well, didn't immediately die. He died there at the scene. Another one was rushed to the hospital, in which he also died. 4 men have currently been arrested for lynching. And, the state has also asked people to please allow them to deal with it, because India is having a severe problem with cow vigilantes.
Cow vigilantes.
Yep, people that are taking it upon themselves to punish people that have harmed cows. Bovines of any kind.
So it's not just cows?
Yeah, bulls too.
Okay. Well, fuck. It's really unfortunate for the people who really dig cow meat, like myself.
Me too.
Note to self, do not live in India for that reason.
There's many other reasons, but that's also a good one. Oh, go ahead.
It's still not as bad as living in Alabama.
Fair enough. Houston police chief, vote out politicians only offering prayers after shootings.
This is submitted by Issue Obfuscation 10 to Our Politics.
So, if you have not heard yet, I will be the one to give you the unfortunate news that another school shooting has taken place on American soil. This school shooting took place in Santa Fe, Texas. The shooter was a student that went there. He was 17 years old. 9 students are dead. 1 teacher is dead, and 10 other individuals are currently in the hospital. Yeah. So there's that. He has also been captured. Whatever. He gave himself up. There wasn't a shootout or anything like that. He's not dead or anything. He is alive and well, as much as I hate to say that right now. So, if you want some additional details on it, he got the weapons because his dad owned them illegally. They were also not secured well in the dad's home. So, illegal weapons that were not well secured in his house. Kid got them, took them to school, and did what he did.
A lot of people are going to say that, see, even though they had illegal weapons, it still happened. But you got to realize that If it's illegal in more places, it's harder to get it into those places.
Well, and super lax gun laws result in people being able to get around them.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, so Houston Police Chief Art, oh God, I'm going to get your last name wrong, buddy. Acevedo? Acevedo? What? Acevedo. Did I get it?
Avocado.
No, God damn it, Nathan. No. He slammed elected officials for their inaction. I mean, most people are getting very tired of this. It's not even about outrage about something going wrong. It's that there's no longer any answer being offered to it. No solution being offered. No attempts at solutions.
There was never any attempts of solutions in the first place. People just kept forgetting about it. People are just done now.
But like nothing even happened after a whole bunch of kindergartners got killed at Sandy Hook in 2012. That was 6 years ago. And now it becomes literally a bi-weekly event that a school gets shot up. And
there's even memes now about, like, okay, so I saw this meme, and it was a Simpsons meme, where it was the entire class turning to Bart going, "Hey, Bart, say it again, say that thing again."
And it was the Onion article?
And it was the Onion article.
No way to prevent this in the only nation where this is a problem?
And then everyone laughed. So it's like, it's become a meme even.
Yeah, which is depressing.
Mm-hmm.
But the Houston police chief, he believes that the only solution now is to get the people that are in office out and put people in that might do something. Which is a very, very slow solution, but it is the potential to be one.
You just have to pick people that have your interests in mind and not companies' interests in mind.
That's a start. So, yeah. There's not really anything else to say on that. That is the situation. That is what happened, and it sucks.
Really does.
Look at me!
So, Nathan, what is this weird, awkward, gross, whatever it was that you said is your thing of the day for the last 72 hours that you cared about now?
All right. Have you ever heard of a Serbian film?
Like a movie called A Serbian Film, or...
Yes.
No.
Count yourself incredibly lucky.
Why?
It was in 2010. It was a horror film. Let me read this excerpt for you. It tells the story of a financially struggling porn star who agrees to participate in an art film, only to discover that he has been drafted into a snuff film with pedophilic and necrophilic themes. Upon its debut on the art film circuit, the film received substantial attention for its graphic depictions of rape, necrophilia, and child sexual abuse. The Serbian state investigated the film for crimes against sexual morals and crime related to the protection of minors. The film has been banned in Spain, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Singapore, Norway, and South Korea, and was temporarily banned from screening in Brazil.
Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen it.
Okay.
I saw this when I was in high school. I got real interested after watching Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay.
So it's really fucked up, and I don't ever suggest anyone watch it whatsoever, because it's really fucked up. However, if you have about $6,000 and you really, really wanted to, you could, on eBay, purchase the doll that they used for the baby that had been used in the film. So if anyone's interested in buying that baby, it's $6,000. However, it is really fucked up.
Yeah, I believe it. That's weird.
Yeah, because it's so fucked up. But it's just weird that that it's selling for $6,000.
Movie props
Meanwhile, in the box office, it gained 6,000 euros.
Movie props are expensive,
especially with the fucked up one that everyone knows. Apparently,
I was like, it's either if it's a cult film, a cult classic, which it sounds like what this might be along the lines of, or a super popular movie, it's going to be expensive.
It's pretty fucked up. It is definitely the closest to a smut film I've ever seen that isn't a snuff film that isn't actually a snuff film.
Fair enough. Thing I cared about in the last 24 hours is something I discovered within the last hour. A friend of ours, Mr. Zachary Yeah, Zachary Ryan Klutz. He's been on the show with us a few times before. He tagged me in a post that is most upsetting. So me and Nathan have talked before about how much we do not care for and are disappointed in Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans, the original series, was an extremely good series with extremely good messages.
And
where What?
And it's coming back.
Whereas Teen Titans Go was, cute little chibi characters about eat your vegetables, don't eat too much meat. Like, it's nowhere near along the same lines. It feels more along the lines of like something that'd be aired alongside like the cartoons that you'd watch if you were like 6 or younger, not when you're like 10 or even 12. Yeah, like Dora the Explorer. That's a good example. Like young
before the change.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go is like young development a show, whereas Teen Titans itself was more of like these are really cool Saturday morning cartoons type show. Another one of those that also aired on Cartoon Network is a show that many people probably know and recognize, which is Ed, Edd n Eddy. Apparently it's coming back too. Although it's coming back in the worst form.
Yeah.
So it is being all chibified, just the same way Teen Titans Go was, although they're not cute chibis like they're like from Japan. No, they're like awkward, like young children's drawings. And instead of, if you know what Ed, Edd n Eddy is, I'm not going to go too much into the description of it. If you know what it is, then I'm just going to tell you what it is now becoming. All the cul-de-sac kids are now friends with the Eds. They're the episodes where they try to learn about morals and they give their cash to charity. There is an episode where they become the most popular and star in a mystery detective movie. The characters' parents appear in every single episode. There are new romantic interests for the Eds that appear to confront the Canker sisters.
No!
Yep.
Blue-haired Canker sister probably was one of the fucking women that dropped my balls as a kid.
Congratulations!
Probably why I'm into blue-haired chicks.
And it is going to be airing on Cartoon Network in 2019.
They're ruining it.
Yeah.
Ed, Edd n Eddy was the longest-running Cartoon Network television show.
Yep, it was.
And now they're ruining it.
Yep, much like everything else. Like, I understand wanting to bring stuff back. This is an age where people will pay for nostalgia and their childhood, but you gotta not fuck it up. Like, if you ruin it, if you don't do a good job, if you basically don't give people what people remember, if you go from Teen Titans to Teen Titans Go, from Ed, Edd n Eddy to this, nobody's gonna care. You're not going to gain your old viewers. You are instead trying to gain new ones, which means that your ploy of let's bring this back isn't working.
No, you're just going to piss off the previous generation.
Yeah, the people that you were trying to appeal to are going to ignore you.
Which, I mean, shit, that's exactly what happened with Teen Titans Go.
Yeah, it is still berated all the time. Anyway, shall we get out of here, sir?
Yeah.
Cool. Please remember, everybody, you can help support this show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet, and as well as going to the merchandise link in the description wherever you are at right now. You can also help us out by following and sharing the show on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, all of which are at iReaditCast. You can also help us by leaving us a 5-star review and downloading the audio-only versions on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and wherever else podcasts are found. You can follow me at Schwahn Michael and Nathan at Bimmenstein. If you have anything that you'd like us to talk about, story, thoughts, opinions, otherwise, send it to our subreddit, which is reddit.com/r/iReaditCast, or via email to iReadit@mjolnir.media. And that is it, everybody. That is your 473rd dose of the internet. I am Michael Schwahn.
And I'm Igor Beaver.
And please remember, everybody.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Bye.
Bye.